my darlings, so you may have noticed something new, and if you haven't, that's fine too, because it's not really that noticeable. I finally got my Invisalign braces taken off, and I'm here to do a video all about my experience with Invisalign braces, because I'm all finished now and I can tell you my full opinion of them. So I did a video 3 days after I got my Invisalign braces. I really want to encourage you to watch that one first, because I think it really hammers in the difference in both how my teeth look, and in my opinion, this is the biggest one, I feel like I talk different now. I feel like since I've gotten braces, I pronunciate things a little bit different, and it isn't that noticeable until you go back and watch that one, so I would very much encourage you to do that. So my opinion on the whole of Invisalign braces is pretty positive. I had a pretty good time on them. I want to preamble this by saying that I paid for my Invisalign braces entirely out of pocket. I, at the time especially, had no health insurance. I should probably clarify, because for people who aren't Canadian, I understand that for Americans it's a little bit different with how insurance works. In Canada, in order to receive general health and practitioner care, you don't need to necessarily have health insurance because we have OHIP. The entire last couple of years I haven't had health insurance, and I was fine because I get to see doctors for free because I have OHIP. So that was fine, but it just meant that if I wanted to have dental or eye care or specialists like a therapist or anything, I had to pay out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. But it was survivable, obviously. I'm lucky because my teeth weren't so bad, and I mean, it wasn't affecting my health. I didn't need braces in a way that it was deteriorating my teeth. It was purely cosmetic. And you know, looking back on it, I see a huge difference in my smile, but I know that my teeth weren't that bad. I know that. It was, like I talked about in the other video, it was just something that I've always been really sensitive about. And now, having had braces, like Invisalign braces, I've noticed so many little tics that I had before that I don't have anymore. Okay, so probably one of the biggest things is that I never used to smile with my teeth showing because I just didn't like my smile. I also used to cover my mouth when I laughed because I didn't like my teeth. And the other thing is that I actually talked different because I didn't really like my teeth to show. So I would kind of, I mean, it's so particular, it's one of those things that only I'm gonna notice, but I used to talk in a way that covered my teeth more. It's just how you hold your mouth. I know that sounds weird, but I was less like this and more, I'd always have my lips kind of covering my teeth when I talked. So I wasn't necessarily enunciating the best all the time because I just didn't like my teeth to show. I wasn't doing it consciously, it was just a thing because I just didn't like my teeth. I have to say, since having Invisalign braces, I feel, it's silly, but I feel so much more confident in my smile. I feel very confident speaking. Most people didn't notice that I got braces or that I had braces. Now, I will say Invisalign braces are about 1,000 times less noticeable than regular braces, but also most people didn't realize that I had crooked teeth, because we just don't pay that much attention to other people's teeth that we only casually interact with. Like, obviously my best friends partner, we see their teeth, right? But I mean, on the casual, you don't really notice other people's teeth that much. The difference that it's made in my life is really only for me, but I feel so good about it. I feel like it was 100% money well spent because of the difference it's made in how I view myself and how confident I feel talking, and just in general about my appearance. I feel, it's silly, I feel pretty with them. You know what I mean? I feel nice about my teeth, and it's a really nice feeling, and I feel really good that, I mean, I didn't have any insurance and I saved up for a couple years before getting Invisalign braces, and I feel like it was money well spent. So on the whole, it was a good experience. Now I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I didn't know going into the situation, and I certainly didn't know with the last video I made. So the thing about Invisalign is there are a lot of hidden costs. Whatever amount I said that it was supposed to be in the last video was what it was supposed to be, but there are a lot of little costs that you kind of can't anticipate. Like, for example, my retainer was not covered in the cost of my braces. So when you get your Invisalign buttons taken off, you just spend the rest of your life wearing a retainer at night, which is no big for me because I just got so used to wearing them all the time anyway, wearing the trays, that wearing a retainer at night was like no big, but you have to pay for it and it's not included in the original cost. And it's about, you know, $500 to $600 for your retainer. There's an option to get a permanent retainer, which is just kind of like a metal bars on the inside of your teeth, but I know that I'm really good at wearing the trays, so I just wanted the one that you wear at night. So that was an extra cost. The other thing that was kind of like an extra amount of money is that you have to get your teeth cleaned a lot. And I understand why, because when you're wearing Invisalign trays all the time, there is a higher chance of you getting cavities because you're keeping the surface of your tooth trapped, right? So there's just like a higher chance of you getting cavities, so you have to get cleanings all the time, which is fine if you have coverage for that, but like I certainly didn't. So I think I had my teeth cleaned maybe 4 times during the year and a half I had my Invisalign braces on. That's a couple extra $100 that wasn't expecting to have to spend. The other thing is I didn't really ever struggle with cavities before getting Invisalign braces, and because of the braces, I got a couple of cavities. Now, I have to say, and I mean I am proud of myself for this, I was so dedicated about doing the Invisaligns. After every meal I'd floss my teeth, brush my teeth, and then put the trays back in. I never drank like sugary stuff with the trays and like only clear fluids and everything, but I got a couple of cavities while having the trays. So that was an extra out-of-pocket cost, probably about $1,000. I mean, God, the amount of money I spent on my teeth last year is more than I've ever spent on my teeth, or anyone has spent on my teeth in my whole lifetime. The only upside to this is that it's permanent, right? I'm gonna wear my retainer faithfully, so it's money spent and it's gone, but I feel like I'm gonna see the results of that money spent all the time in my smile. So I just keep reminding myself that the upside is that I'm gonna have nice teeth. I'm sure you can probably already tell just looking at my teeth if you are familiar with my videos and stuff, because I feel like the difference is pretty noticeable. But for you, just to really hammer in the difference, and because I think that this sort of thing is fun, let's have a before and after photo op, shall we? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching my Invisalign before and after experience. If you have any comments about Invisalign, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I can't promise that I'll know every answer because I'm not a dentist, but I can answer your question based on my own experiences, again, as best I can. I'll do my very best. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.